Yes. So when we talk about God, all of us, we have a particular notion about God. If I ask you the question, who is God? Each one of you, you will tell me different versions, no? Different definitions, different things you are going to tell me what is God, bien, who is God, right? No doubt your definition is not going to be wrong parce que nous tous, nous avons différentes perceptions, right? If for someone God is formless, formless veut dire qu'il n'a aucune forme. For another one, God can be a stone. A stone is God. For another one, a tree can be God. For another one, nature can be God. Right? So we have different perceptions about God. Okay? So none of your perception will be wrong. That is the beauty of Hinduism. Hinduism is like the big umbrella. All of us will have a place underneath the umbrella, right? So let's see how can we define God, right? So you can say God to be Brahman, okay? God can be called Supreme Being in English, Almighty, the ultimate one. You know, different ways of saying the word God, right? In Vedas, it has been stated that Ekam Sat Vipra Bahuda Vadanti. I repeat, Ekam Sad Vipra Bahuda Vadanti. Okay. What does that mean? There is only one truth. Ekam Sad. Sad with the truth. There is only one truth. One truth here with your God. There is only one God. But wise man can mean sages, virtuous persons, right? Call it se truth. Since you are God here, it will be him. They call God by various names. But how many God do we have? We have one God. You call the God Krishna, you call Ram, Buddha, Parshuram, Jesus, Allah, whichever name you call God, God is one. I give you the example. Here is an example of the CEO of an organization, etc. will come. But let me give you another one. Think yourself as a person. Think about yourself. You are at home. At home, you are a son or you are a daughter. Okay. You are Mr. X or Miss X, whatever. You are a son or you are a daughter. At the same time, you might be a brother or a sister at home, right? At the same time, you are a citizen of the country. At the same time, you are a student. At the same time, you are a friend. At the same time, you might be an uncle to someone, auntie to someone. At the same time, you might be a lover. Someone can be husband, wife, whatever. But you are one. U and Selu. But you have many roles which you are playing. Role of a daughter, role of a son, brother, sister, whatever. Est-ce que si we have all these roles to play, does it mean you have so many of yourself? No. You are one. But definitely you have different names, no? At school, no one's going to call you darling. At school, no, at home, no one is going to call you like, you know, at maybe your teacher at school call you. Things are different. So understand this well. You are one, but you have many roles to play. Likewise, God is one. But God has many roles to play. What are the roles of God? God is the creator. He creates. God preserves. He's the preserver. He destroys. He gives us food. He gives us rain, mean water. He gives us sunlight. Sunlight, c'est la vie pour nous. If we don't have sunlight, we are practically dead. It gives us vitamin, right? We have air. Whatever you can think about, it's God-given, and God is preserving that. So he has different names as per the different functions. At times when there is drought, we usually pray Lord Indra, right? Because Lord Indra gives us water, gives us rain. He's the god of rain. He's also known to be the god of heaven, right? He's also known to be the god of heaven. If we need the sun, of course, we pray the Surya, right, etc. We have, for example, the god of love is Kamdev. For wealth, we are going to pray Kuber, the god Kuber, as well as Lakshmi, etc. Okay, so does it mean that we have many gods? No, we have one, but different name and different forms based on their functions, based on their roles, right? I hope this is clear. There are two aspects of God. Brahman, Pabliye, Brahman with a God. Okay. There are two aspects of Brahman, two aspects of God. First, I'll come to this one. First, God is Nirgun. I repeat the word, God is Nirgun. Nirgun Vidya, God is formless. Ou bien nous ka dire impersonal. Si nous disons impersonal aspect of God, li peut redire un bon Dieu qui peut na forme. Okay? For example, Muslims pray Allah, but we have no picture or depiction of Allah. Allah is formless. Likewise, in Hinduism, we pray God who is formless. If you see from the Veda, we have the Purusha Sukta, and we have also the Nasadya Sukta. In to see, but these are the two primary, you can say. These two suktas with the sections. These two sections, they talk about the creation of the world. These suktas talk about creation, right? Now, what has been written in here is that Purush, le mot Purush. Purush, normalement, maybe in Hindi, you will say Purush means man. Yes, it means man. You are a Purush, you are a man. But here, philosophy, Hinduism, Purush means God, the supreme being, right? So, before creation, God existed. But he existed, right? How? He had no form. He means God, he was formless. Then when he had to do creation step by step, then he gave himself forms, right? So God is normally formless, but he has taken forms to do his duties. C'est pour ça qu'il nous dit, back to the notes, c'est pour ça qu'il nous dit, godly nirgun. Right? Nirgun, formless. It's good you remember the Hindi word here. Right? The second aspect of Brahman is Sagun. Sagun is a god in and form. For example, Rama, Kamajajat Ram, you have that form of Ram in your mind. You say Krishna, Buddha, you have Ganesh, Lakshmi. No, they have God has a certain form. Okay. Mais pas veut dire Nirgun avec Sagun, c'est des différents gods. Non. C'est la même, but l'une prend different forms and names. I hope this is clear, right? Si je t'ai une question, please wave or something, right? Now, let's see in the Ramcharitmanas what Tulsidas has to say, right? Ramcharitmanas is Temkinu Liyalala, Ramcharitmanas, li connu comme Ramayan, but in fact it is Ramcharitmanas. Parce que Ramayan is in Sanskrit, and Ramayan was written by Valmiki. But what we usually read in temples and all, say Ram Charitmanas. This was written by Tulsidas. Please know this difference. Ramayan, Inikia for sage Valmiki, Ramcharitmanas by Tulsidas, right? So, in the Ramcharitmanas, what Tulsidas has said, Sagunai, Nirgunai, Nahi, Kachu, Bheda. I repeat, Sagunai, Nirgunai, Nahi, Kachu, Bheda. Maybe you will see these two words here, Sagunan, Nirgun. Nahi, Nahi means no. Kachu se kuch, if you know Hindi, kuch, right? Bheda, Bheda is a difference. What does it mean? There is no difference between personal and impersonal aspect of God. God qui nous peut dire il y a une forme et l'autre peut-être il peut une forme and l'autre consider God peut une forme. Peut n'a aucune différence. Right? I hope it is clear till now. In the Purusha Sukta of the Rig Veda, I just mentioned this Sukta, right? It has been stated that Brahman is the creator of the whole universe. Brahman, God, is the creator of the whole universe. He emanated everything from him, right? To say Kenala, they come from God. Just imagine a baby coming from the womb, from the body of the mother. Lipare, nous aussi, we have come from God. Maybe not in womb aspect and all, but we are from him. Maybe you have heard it in temples or wherever. We say that we are part of God. We have come from God. We are part of God. So he emanated everything from him, meaning we have come from God. He desired, he had a will to create, and he created all things. I told you, I repeat that. In the Purusha Sukta, it has been written that God was here before creation. God was here in the formless aspect, formless aspect. And there was utter darkness. Utter darkness, you know darkness, partout noir. Utter darkness qui, ou pas poucav even recognize something. C'est un fait noir. Utter darkness. And there was nothing, right? So God had a desire to create. He wanted to create. and then he created the universe, right? This is how it has been explained in the Purusha Sukta. Bien sûr, il y a beaucoup plus de détails, but for SC, it's not important to know that, right? If you want to read for your knowledge, you can read the Purusha Sukta. It's not lengthy. Okay, it talks about how different things came into being. You have the planets, etc. Right? The creation of the world. Now, there are some theories which say that God first created the 5 elements. Quand il fait la création en premier, il crée 5 elements. And the 5 elements are ether, water, fire, air, and earth, right? Right? We have other theories which say that 3 elements were created first, right? Another 2 elements were created first. In our different theories, the common which we believe is the 5 elements, fine? Either water, fire, air, and earth. You should know the 5 elements. Maybe you have heard saying that a human is made up of the 5 elements. Quand nous mot chaque élément a dans ce côté. Nous avons tous 5 éléments dans nous. These 5 elements made this body. Pas seulement pour nous, everything in the creation. Right? So the point here is when God did creation, he created the 5 elements. Now, when I said in the Purusha Sukta, it has been written that God was alone and he wanted to do creation. How did he do creation? There is one version which says that, in a théorie, in a end story, qui dit que comment il crée le monde, right? So he uttered the word Om. He uttered the word Om. Et Om lin inaban vibrations. Tout ce qui nous cause na vibrations. Sa vibrations là, lin propagate dans toute direction. In every direction. And then there was creation. This is one aspect. This is one theory of creation. You might have other theory also, but for your level, let's focus on this one, right? So whatever we have been discussing right now, the point is this. God is the cause of creation. God in create. Whatever is here, God has created. He is the cause of creation, right? I continue. Now, when you talk about God, the word God, G-O-D, G means generator. Generator veut dire un du monde qui crée, il génère quelque chose, il crée, the creator. O, operator, operator veut dire il operate something, we see that everything is functioning properly. And D is destroyer. God, he creates, he preserves, and he destroys. C'est pour ça qu'il nous est another Hindu Trinity. Hindu Trinity. Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiv. Brahma, you know Brahma, this is Brahma. He is the creator. Brahma is the creator. This is Vishnu. Vishnu is the preserver. Il préserve la terre, il préserve création. And this is Shiv. Shiv is the destroyer. He destroys everything. Right? I think this is clear. You may get a question about Hindu Trinity. Maybe les cas de nous name the Hindu Trinity, ou écrire tous les trois. Ou bien si les deux nous write one member, write the name of one member of the Trinity. One member, you choose either you write Brahma or Vishnu or Shiv. Good. This question, you can get 1 mark for this question. Now, Brahma is the creator, we have said, and Brahma is usually associated with goddess Saraswati. Okay, associated with goddess Saraswati. Why? To create something, you need knowledge. And who is the goddess of knowledge? Saraswati. Logiquement, c'est pour ça qu'ils sont associés. Vishnu is the preserver, and so consort associated with Lakshmi. Lakshmi, we know to be the goddess of wealth, goddess of prosperity. Donc, les besoins preserve, Vishnu has to preserve, les besoins wealth, les besoins prosperity. Shiv is the destroyer, and he is associated with Durga, with Parvati. Parvati or Durga or Kali, whichever name you call, c'est la même chose. She is also a destroyer. She is Shakti. Confed Durga will see that. Okay. Now, is God male or female? In Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiv, we have Saraswati, Lakshmi, and Durga, and many other forms. So does it mean God is male or female? God has no gender. God is genderless. God has no gender. But we give him or her the name in that particular form. For example, let's say goddess Kali, Durga or Kali. Why God had to come as Durga? Bonze formless, no. Linvini come Durga. Why? To destroy demons, because one of the demons disait que only a woman can defeat him in the battlefield. So God came as a woman to defeat him, right? The form is that, but God in essence, the end, neither male nor female. Even if I take this to another level, essayez comprendre. Nous prenons nous-mêmes là, among us, we have both boys and girls. We have both sex là, male and female. Good. Qui a fait différencier nous? C'est the body. One will have the male body, the other will have the female body. À part ça, est-ce qu'il y en a qui différence? No, we don't have. Bon, maybe the pajama l'esprit or something. Bon, this is part of body. But à part ça, we have no difference. Are we similar? Yes, we are similar. How are we similar? We have souls. We are souls. Understand this well? We are souls. Nu, Nuban, Atman. I guess all of you believe in Atma and God. God, and Atma has come in this body, you are learning, you're doing your actions, etc. Who are we? We are the soul. We are Atma. Of course, we have this body, but this body is temporary, temporaire. I'm here today, tomorrow I may die, of course, I will die one day. What will happen to the soul? The soul will take birth again. Hinduism believes in rebirth. Lipu take birth again. Kamopu take birth again. The soul will take birth again. Will the soul enter the body of a girl itself? Because right in this birth, I'm a girl? No. It might enter the body of a male. So this body keeps on changing, but in essence, we are souls. We are one. For God, it is the same. God is one. Neither male nor female, genderless. At times, we like to pray God in the form of mother, goddess. Usually, we say the relation of a child and mother. Okay, you can think about yourself, maybe. You and your mother, or if you know, right, you and your mother, that kind of relation that you have, okay, very unconditional. I don't say fathers do not love unconditionally. They do. But mother particularly, parce que nous vivons in the body of the mother. The more unconditional here maybe. That's why we always tend to call God as a mother. Okay. But as such, God can be our mother, can be our father. It depends on you, how you believe God is. Maybe Harsh will say, God is my mother. Ishan will say, God is my father. Trishulini will say, God is my friend. Mayuri will say, God is my relative. Maybe Yashveer will say, God is knowledge. It all depends on how we perceive God to be. I guess you know this mantra. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva. Tvameva bandhushcha sakha tvameva. Tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva. Tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. What does it mean? Tvam eva, so in repeat part two. Tvameva means you alone. You only, you alone. You are my mother. God is mother. God is father. Cha means end. God is father. God is bandhu sakha. Bandhu with their relatives. God is sakha. God is friend. God is vidya. God is knowledge. God is dravinam. God is wealth. Tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. You are sarvam to me. Sarvam means you are everything to me. You are all to me. You are everything to me. Right. Now, if you know this verse completely, you can write in your work. If you are writing a work concerning this. Sinon, je suis capable d'écrire en la ligne ou de la ligne. If you don't know this, you can learn it 1 or 2. But whenever you write a verse in Hindi or in Sanskrit, you must write the meaning in English. So, vous trouvez partout que verse in Sanskrit or in Hindi, there will be meaning in English. Right? Good. So we say God is genderless. It's up to us. Now, in the Nasadya Sukta, in fact, was Nasadya Sukta, Brahman God has been called Tad Ekam. In Appel God, by the name, by the word, Tad Ekam. Je trouvais là, mon servi Tad Ekam in Sanskrit, and I give the meaning in English, right? So what does it mean, Tad Ekam? Tad Ekam means that one. Okay, that one. When I tell you that person is coming, okay, म्हणजे असं that person is coming. Dans tout l'esprit, ça that person-là qui forme une prend. A man, a female, old, a child, an adult. Quand on dit that one, that person is coming. It's not clear exactly. Is he a man? Is he a woman? Etc. So this is, you can say this is the perfect word to use for God, Tad Ekam. He's neither man nor female, right? He has no form. Tad Ekam. Sorry. God is the supreme reality. God is formless. God is universal, the eternal. God is indestructible. You can't kill God. God cannot die. God does not die, right? He was here. He is here. He will always be here. God is, God is incomprehensible. Nous pas capable de comprendre God. It's difficult. You can say, yeah, Shiv has Jata, Shiv has Ganga, Shiv is blue. Yeah, this is a basic description of the picture, what we know, which we know. But as such, God, we cannot comprehend him. We cannot understand him. We cannot describe him. God is beyond mind and senses. Zut zit in our mind, zit in our senses. Enfin, nous tous, nous, na. At times, we become slaves of our senses. I give you one example. You have to do your homework, but there's a nice movie going on TV. You should have bien envie de sa film là. You become slave of your senses. You pas faire au devoir while get film là. This is called temptation also, right? But God is not tempted. At times your mind tell you good things, at times very bad things, no? But godly, est-ce qu'il y en a ça good and bad dans son mind? No. Right? That's why we say God is beyond the mind, God is beyond the senses. Right? In the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 17, fais comme si je peux écrire and quote from Bhagavad Gita in your answer. If you don't know from which chapter, which verse, it's not a problem. Usi se écrire Bhagavad Gita. That is fine. Okay? So Bhagavad Gita chapter 2, verse 17, it has been said, that which pervades the entire body. You see the word that. Tad, that one. That which pervades the entire body, know it to be indestructible. No one can cause the destruction of the imperishable soul. Dans nous tous, nous and soul, I just explained to you, when I die, what will happen. My body will be destroyed. It will be burned into ashes. But my Atma will leave this body, will enter another body. The Atma n'est pas capable, n'est pas pour destroy, the imperishable. Okay? Now, maybe you will ask, we are talking about soul, we are talking about God, but why Atma here? Atma la kutin soti. Atma has come from God. Atma has come from the Supreme Soul. Sa Atma la, avec sa God la, lien self. Understand this well. Atma and God are one. They are different. Right?